What's up everybody? Today's going to be a little bit of a different video than what you're used to. This is just me going for a walk, doing real stuff, and getting my mind off things. I feel like life has been so hard lately. This is to share the process as I heal and get through life. I'm out here next to a waterfall, and it's beautiful. But I'll show you a better one in a bit. Hopefully the water is still running rampant from where I remember it. This is a beautiful man-made pond, pretty small, but nonetheless, it is a beautiful sight to see. Thanks for being here. This has been a great year, regardless of how not so good and how good it's been. There's a lot of personal things in my life that I need to square away. This is real. This is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. That's life. For context, there's a bunch of things in personal life that haven't really gone my way, and I really wish that there were other outcomes. However, sometimes it is redirection that we need in order to build a better self for ourselves. I'm taking this as redirection to do better, just to learn from mistakes, act upon the future, make sure that things are going accordingly to plan, and even if they don't, enjoy the process. That's what I want to do here. Just enjoy the process. Well, I don't know if you can see that or not, but those are pretty cool birds. Pretty sick. Different colors, black and white. But look at this. Check out this view. This is beautiful. So as I sip on my green tea, walking throughout this park, lake, bridge, look at this. This is sick. I enjoy this. This is, I guess, a happy space for me, a happy place. I'm just gonna drop a bunch of things that I wish I knew earlier in my life. And I'm 24 now, going on to be 25 next year. So call this a quarter life crisis if you want. When people do make assumptions or opinions of you, it doesn't matter, because you at the end of the day know who you are, and at a true core, you are who you know yourself as. Take that with a grain of salt. Maybe it's helpful, maybe it's not, but be yourself, your true authentic self, and the world will reward you. And there becomes a point in your life where you start to think, do I want to chase the money, the fame, the success? And at some point in your life, you start realizing that none of that truly matters at the end of the day, because at a core, humans are relationship creatures. We'd throw away all of the money if that meant that we couldn't spend tomorrow with our family. So as I grow old, it's funny to say that I'm growing old at 24, but as I grow wisdom, I guess, it's important to enjoy the process. The money, the fame, all of that doesn't matter at the end of the day, because at some point you're gonna have enough. You're gonna be at a point where you can provide for yourself and your family and everything you care about. But what matters at the end of the day? It's the relationship with your family, your spouse, the extended family, if you care about that, nothing else. That is what makes the world go full circle for most people, including me. There's a bare minimum when it comes to money, and that's like surviving. If you can survive, then you're fine. If you can have your minimal expenses covered, and I'm talking about housing, food, and insurances, you'll be okay. Don't sweat it, because most people don't even have it figured out, and if you don't, it'll come. Just put time into it. Where you put your time and effort, the results will follow. But you know what the hardest part of navigating my 20s were? It might even be for you too. It's figuring out what you want to do in this life, where you have the most devotion, the most crave, the most insanity to go full force into whatever you want to do. That's the hardest thing for me to pick up. I don't even know where I want to go with my career sometimes, and sometimes I am thinking, is the grass greener on the other side? If it is, should I jump? These thoughts go through my mind 24/7. What if it's better? What if something over there could be more fun? I guess you'll never know until you try. So I guess your 20s are for trying everything, getting exposure early, failing early, succeeding later on. Wherever you enjoy the process, the results will follow, like I said. When it comes to like building a portfolio, choosing your own equities, or starting a job, that's going to be what you make of it. Once you start getting a little taste of the compounding nature of life, whether that comes to money or your daily habits, that's going to change the trajectory of how you see the world. And you'll see it in a much greater light. I truly think so. If you find out that you fail, either it was a cheap lesson or an expensive one, but a lesson nonetheless, and people pay way more for college. So be happy that things turn out the way that they do, and sometimes you can't change them, sometimes you can. If you can't, you have to with the process along the way. And when it comes to relationships, just remember that every relationship is a choice, whether that be a friendship, partnership with a business, or a love relationship. All of those things are choices that people make. So the actions during those will determine who you want these partnerships or relationships with. And these actions will probably speak louder than the words that are said. You will learn the easy way or the hard way just how to navigate a relationship. Sometimes it's a lot more difficult than we make it out to be, or what you think it might be. But yeah, that's my take on relationships. Everything's a choice. Nobody's hand is forced, but the actions during the relationships are a choice nonetheless. And if I could go back to my younger self and tell myself today, I would tell myself, stop being scared. Stop thinking of what people might think of you, and just do it. Life's too short to not enjoy the things that we enjoy in this life. As I walked through this park and listened to Akechi in my feels, in my mood, that's something that I would have done differently. Can't change it. Can only look forward and see how to make the best and better of things going forward. We must look forward rather than backwards, but sometimes it's important to look in the rearview mirror of saying, what could we have done better? And what can we do better in the future? Take more risk. You're so young, do it on the safe side so often. Go live that extravagant life, because if not, then you'll never know what it's like. Go live more. And something I'd ask my future self is your health better? Are you eating better and exercising more than you should be? Is that thing that you've always wanted finally achieved, or do you keep moving the goalpost? That's something that I wonder. I'd also ask, do you finally tell your parents that you love them? I know it's difficult to tell them, and in our house we don't do that, but we do it in other ways. We do it by cutting fruit, by showing up sometimes and being there for them when they need it. The words never really come out. Yeah, I'm wondering, does future Matt tell his parents he loves them? Of course he does, really, right? I guess while the sun is setting, I have a couple things to tell you. Even though the sun sets and the day is ending, there's a new beginning tomorrow. Look forward to new beginnings, even though one might be ending. See the best in people until they prove you otherwise, and then if not, give them another chance, and then maybe don't after that. Live life to the fullest. Be the happiest version of yourself, and you will make it. You'll find gratitude and fulfillment in this life. Maybe the goal in life is to become the change that you want to see. And if you are truly the change that you want to see, then you will change the world. I don't know what change I want to see is yet. Maybe I want to see people doing more legit stuff in the wild, talking about real life feelings, talking about how life is, just how hard it is while being outside. And I think it's important. You're born here with nothing and you leave here with nothing, so make the most of the something you're given. Not everybody has the same cards when they're born. It doesn't matter. We all leave with the same thing, and that's nothing. I would be totally lying to myself if I said that I didn't invest in companies because I wanted to make money. There is a need or want to provide for myself and the people around me, and that's investing very diligently and making good decisions. I think I'll always remember this. This is going to be something I take away. This is self-reflection. This is maybe a diary, I guess, at this point. Thanks for sticking around, and if you guys like this, sub. I don't know if you can see the sunset, but it is beautiful. This is what we live for. This is the life. I am literally listening to Clarity right now, walking home, and it is another feeling. This is euphoric. Look at the sunset. This is why we go on walks. This is why we see nature. This is why we do the things we do. Love yourself. Love the world. It'll get back to you. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself. And future Matt, take care of yourself as well, because I'm watching. If I love Cincinnati, why are my clouds? Hey, what? Hey. You guys can't hear it, but it's lit.